This floor has wives that love sex. This floor has wives that love sex and they have money.
Welcome back. Today we are talking about hypergamy and what will likely be the consequences. Let's watch this extract.
Ladies, a new store has opened up in New York City. And it is the husband store. And if you want a husband, you can go there and shop for one. Now, there are some guidelines to shopping at this store. There are 6 floors in the store. Once you visit a floor and leave that floor and go to the next floor, you can't go back down. So there's none of this like looking at all the merchandise and then deciding what you want. So a woman went to the husband store, and on the first floor, the sign read, "These men have jobs." She thought, wow, a man with a job. That would be really good. She thought about it, but she thought, well, I have to see what's on the second floor. So she went to the second floor. These men have jobs and they love kids. She thought, wow, this is getting sweeter by the minute. But she had to see what was on the third floor. These men have jobs, love kids, and are extremely good looking. Well, I don't know, maybe I just better find somebody on this floor because that sounds good. But still, she felt compelled to keep looking. She went to the fourth floor where the sign read, "These men have jobs, love kids, and are drop-dead good looking, and they help with the housework." Come on, ladies, now. I mean, I tell you, I've been married to my guy 50 years. 50. And he does dishes. He does laundry. He gets the bed ready at night. And he plays all the golf he wants to. She thought, wow, jobs, loves kids, good looking, helps with the housework. Oh, mercy me, she thought I can hardly stand it. And yet she had to go see what was on the 5th floor. These men have jobs, love kids, are drop-dead gorgeous. Excuse me, I'm having a little voice issue here. And they have a strong romantic streak. Come on, housework and romance. But she thought, well, it keeps getting better, so I just have to find out what is on the top floor. The top floor, the sign read, "You are visitor 31,456,012 to this floor. There are no men on this floor. This floor exists solely as proof that women are impossible to please." However, to avoid gender bias, the owner thought he best put a new wives store across the street. So once again, there were 6 floors, and same rules, you can only visit one floor one time. Floor number 1, man went in. This floor has wives that love sex. Floor number 2. This floor has wives that love sex and they have money. Floors 3 through 6 have never been visited.
Did you know that this story is actually a metaphor for hypergamy? What is hypergamy? Hypergamy is the idea that women are attracted to men of higher social status. That's what we call women will date and marry across and up the social hierarchy. It's very common for a woman to marry a man that earns more money. It's not that common for a man to marry a woman that earns more. And actually, for very good reason, when you think about it. Because generally, women seek provision and security, especially the fact that they have to go at some point into pregnancy and they have to take care of their kids. It's not a surprise that they are looking for security and provision, especially on the men's side. But hypergamy is based on their level meaning that a woman that has a bachelor degree will never settle for a man with lower than the bachelor degree. She might settle for a man that has a bachelor degree or a man that has a master degree or a PhD, for example. But she will not go for a man that doesn't have as much degrees as she has. Similarly, if she's making 6 figures, she's not going to be happy in a relationship with a man making less than 6 figures. This is why we are observing when the woman has a promotion that increases the chances of her divorcing her man. If you enjoyed this video, smash the like button and subscribe for more similar content. And this is supported by all data. Women are looking for men that are successful, but also men that have a good financial stability. So hypergamy can be great because it can motivate women to improve in order to get this higher status men. And this is why you are seeing everywhere products to improve the beauty of women or products to maintain the youthfulness of women. Everywhere. You will have lots of plastic surgery to improve their beauty as well. And in addition, women that display great qualities, for example, kindness or nurturing qualities, are deeply sought by men. On the other side, hypergamy can be dangerous, as indicated in this story. The fact that one woman is always seeking for the better man all the time, this is extremely dangerous because potentially they will never find someone to fit their criteria. And as we know, women's sexual market value decreases with time. The peak market value is around 23 to 24 and then decreases slowly every single year. So the more she's waiting to find a husband, the less chance she has to find the husband that she wants, that she's attracted to. It is like the ultimate shopping addiction. You're always looking for the next best thing, even if you have the perfect pair of shoes at home. With women joining the workplace, you would expect hypergamy to reduce, but this is not the trend that we are observing. We are observing more of this hypergamy. The trend is increasing. It's actually interesting to notice that women that earn more money place a higher value on the ability of their mate to earn money. So it's not that because women are joining the workforce, that now they can earn more money, that they will place less value on the ability of the man to be a provider. It's the contrary. And this is putting a huge pressure on men in order to be able to financially provide for their family and to earn much more money than their potential wives. So what are the 5 impacts of hypergamy in the 21st century? First, higher competition. Of course, because women are hypergamous, it means that the vast majority of women are attracted by a very small pool of men. And that's putting a huge pressure on all of the women to secure these men, because all the women want the same type of men. Men that are successful, men that potentially have great physique, tall men, men that are in great shape, men that are smart, men that can potentially make them laugh as well. And this is supported by researches as well. For example, a study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that men tend to feel more pressure to achieve success in their careers and other areas when they perceive a shortage of potential partners. Secondly, the impact can be reduced family stability. If the vast majority of women decide to go for this small pool of men, it's very likely that most of them will not be able to secure these men. And that's creating a huge pressure because these women that couldn't find their mate will end up single. And that will impact the birth rate of the country. As more women are being educated, the less chance they have to find a partner as a result. When actually it is the other way around for men. The more educated they are, the more chance they have to find a partner. And similarly, a research published in the American Sociological Review found that couples with higher levels of education are less likely to divorce than those with lower levels of education, and that this educational divide is growing. 3. Higher economic pressure. If more women are actually looking for men that earn more money because of hypergamy, this is putting a huge pressure on men to be able to have this level of income. And this is putting pressure even more because now the competition is not even local, it's not even national, it is global. It means that men now compete with men in different countries as well. When back in the day, it was only within the same town, the same village. Now the competition is worldwide. And this is supported by another study. A study published in the Journal of Marriage and Family found that women with higher levels of education are more likely to seek partners with similar levels of education and income. Number 4, reduce social mobility. If less women with higher education get married, that can lead to a reduction in social mobility, leading to widening the gap between different sections in society. For example, the research published in the American Journal of Sociology found that the decline in marriage rates among less educated individuals is contributing to widening income gap between different segments of society. Number 5, negative impact on mental health. If men are under more pressure to be able to earn more money, if they are under more pressure in order to achieve, and they have to compete with more people globally, that is putting a huge pressure on them. And this is why we are seeing now the increase in the depression rate, increase in stress level, and reduction at the same time of testosterone and sperm count. And there are 2 studies that are very good at highlighting this. A study published in the Journal of Marriage and Family found that men who experience a mismatch between their own education and the education of their partners are more likely to experience psychological distress. And another study published in the Journal of Health and Social Behavior found that men who perceive a shortage of potential partners may experience higher levels of stress and anxiety. At the end of the day, hypergamy is there to stay. There is no going back. You have 2 choices as a man. You can either acknowledge it, accept it, and become your best version. And if you're willing to do that, I recommend you to join our brotherhood group in locals. You will see the link in the description below. It is a group of like-minded individuals striving to success, becoming their best version. Feel free to join us. Whether you think it is positive or negative, hypergamy is there. Let us know if you had experience with hypergamy before. If you had relationship where the woman was hypergamous, let us know in the comment section below. If you're interested in more knowledge about hypergamy, I recommend you to watch this video where I explain more about hypergamy.